Alright, welcome back everybody to another Stardew Valley. It is the 27th of summer, and we're just gonna go ahead and get you caught up on all the different things that are happening. So we do have some luck today, it looks like, and sunny tomorrow with the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies coming. So another event coming up tomorrow, or the next day. As you can see, I've worked a little bit on the crops, basically getting most of the crops set up. I do have gold now, and with that, here's my current load as far as raw materials. Not really much to say other than just trying to keep a balance between the bars and make what I can when I need it. I'm probably going to move this. Here's my tools. I got a few rewards from the archaeology, I guess. Most of those you've seen. I do have some battery packs from the newly made lightning rods here. Very important to make before or in the beginning of summer, so you can get some of those summer storms, because summer storms are some of the most, it's the time when the storms happen the most, really. So as far as items, been keeping stock of, large stock of the items that can be changed into actual jellies and so forth. Now we did get a few ancient fruits from our ancient fruit plant, so I'm actually keeping those until I can actually make seeds out of them, because there's no way to really get ancient fruit seeds other than lucky drops. I did get a few melons. It didn't actually make any star level items through spring or summer, really. At least not enough for any turn-ins. As far as turn-ins though, we obviously have the pantries spring and summer filled out, and the bulletin board has been opened up, so we have a few things in here that I have been able to fill ones and twos throughout the, well, I guess more than ones and twos, but things throughout the bundles. This one, the fish tank, we did do the crab pot, I believe that was before, and then crafts room, obviously spring and summer, pantry spring and summer again. So a few other items, like I've already gotten some corn set up for the fall bundle. Bulletin board I've already shown pretty much. Fish tank I've worked on a little bit, but I'm always slow with the fish tank. Not much else to say about that. So as far as the crops, it's sort of getting ready to pass down through the season. I do have a couple of mayonnaise producing tanks there, which also means that we do have something else, which would be the coop. So not too much progress, but we did get a silo and coop all built up, and we do have a couple of good little chickens in here making some eggs for us, which does produce mayonnaise. And then if we ever do get a kitchen, I'll be able to do that. In fact, I might go ahead and do that today, since today is the first day that I've actually gotten up to 10 grand. And I believe that that is the cost of a kitchen upgrade. So as far as the sprinklers, I went ahead and upgraded to the new sprinklers as well. I was able to get, instead of just a gift of one, I was able to make them. Sorry for all the uhs and ums, but it takes a while to think of this, especially all this fast. Alright, so as far as quality stuff, we do have ones and twos here and there. I've been trying to keep it down. I have been keeping up with the summer foraging items, because I believe that I've started just picking up nothing but gold items for foraging. So it'd be kind of fruitless to throw it away. As far as clearing items, or clearing the place out, gotten that mostly done. I do have a couple of trees, or a few trees tapped on the west side of the place, because I was growing these so that I could get that all set up, but they were taking way too long. I believe they do take about a month or so. So let's go ahead and let me check real fast. I'll be right back, and I'm going to check how much and what is required of a barn and so forth. One sec. Welcome back. I was just checking Robin's shop to see how much everything costs, and it looks like I'm actually out of wood when it comes to either of them. Now, with fishing, I did go ahead and level up fishing enough, so I ended up getting the recycling bins. What is it called? Blueprint, I guess? So I'm able to recycle all that trash now, which is kind of the point of why I was keeping it. As far as missions, I need to get Pam an ale, and the skull key is waiting. So we did go ahead and make it to the bottom of the dungeon, which is good, and I believe I got the sword from it, so you can check that out. Otherwise, nothing really special going on today, except for later on or not today, but Dance of the Jellyfish. So alright, let's go ahead and let the chickens out of the coop so they don't eat all the hay. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and collect some hay. And then we're going to go explore the beach. I did go ahead and upgrade to the fiberglass rod with bait. Which bait actually, or the rod actually makes it a lot easier to just carry the bait with you. And you can take it off and put it back on anytime you need to. So that's always nice. Get this recycling items. And I do have a kiln, or whatever you want to call it, that'll make charcoal or coal from wood. And let's see, don't need all that. Just trying to do what I can. And today I actually do have the ability to pick up something from the blacksmith, because I did do an upgrade. Yeah, I bought a few upgrades. So I also have the, which I should probably do this before I forget. It's been raining so much in the past few days that I completely forgot my chain. But I did go ahead and upgrade to iron or steel or whatever you want to call it. The water can. Which with these new sprinklers, it doesn't take quite as long to get everything done. So you can see why you would actually want to have like more speed in general from all those items that do speed buffs, because you do a lot of running around. As well as as far as the quick travel though, we do have the ability now to use the mine carts, which leads us to the mines or the town right now. The town one actually dumps right in here next to the blacksmith, which has my axe. So we have a steel axe now that'll help us not waste so much energy chopping down trees. And then I might actually start, because of the lack of wood, I might actually start planting a grove of trees as well. As far as the copper pickaxe, it looks like that's something I might need to upgrade as well, so I don't waste as much energy and time in the mines. And as far as the hoe, I'm pretty okay with it, but eventually I will want to go ahead and upgrade that one as well. It's pretty simple to upgrade them once you have the money income, which I've actually been surprised I've been doing so well with money. It's funny, I actually went to my first game that I've ever played on this, and I was playing, you know, just doing the regular days, and the amount of income I was getting compared to this character is amazing. It's like, wow, big difference. But with the older character though, I was spending a lot more time doing a lot more stuff as well, even though a lot of it was better automated or organized. So I finally got it to the point where I was keeping these up to date, but I got a couple or 3 crab pots all set down up here, or down here, set up down here. Alright. So mostly trash and 1 lobster. And this place hasn't been giving me too much, but every little bit helps. So now I'll go ahead and drop this stuff off, and let's see. Here's the relationships if you want to see those. Nobody in particular is being strong. I did go ahead and get Mayor Loose's pants from Marnie. And I actually had a quest to catch an octopus for Willy, and I had actually gotten so lucky that I found an octopus in the trash. So I went to go give it to Willy, but he accepted it as a gift instead of the quest, because the quest says you must catch it. So it was a bit of a waste of an octopus, which is sad, but I wasn't too upset. I don't think there's any turn-ins or anything for octopus anyway. Alright, so back on the farm here, and I forgot to say that I actually did go ahead and open up the cave to farm some mushrooms. Most of them are going to be common mushrooms, which obviously is common. And from there, they just mainly go to selling. I'm surprised that you can't make some like cream of mushroom or something. That'd be a pretty good addition to the game. To make something out of it, just the common mushrooms. As far as the rest, though, they're the ones that are made for like health packs or whatever, which is fine. Don't really use them because I use food more than I do those, but they are a good backup to carry around, I guess. So from here, let's see, what do we want to do? Let's go ahead and go north. We'll check out the mine, pick up some of these extra fruit. I haven't been doing much foraging around, just mainly trying to get that money and everything going. So I will go ahead and chop down a few of these trees. I don't know why I'm not doing it on my own farm, but it seems like a good idea to chop a few trees now that I have the axe back and that we're so low on wood. Now, you will note that all the trees that are not on your farm will always grow back. It'll take them about as much time to grow back, but they'll always grow back. So you don't have to plant them or anything like that. I did chase the train a few times, but all I really got out of it was a bunch of sticks and rocks. Not even a bunch, like 2 or 3 of each per. So it's kind of sad that you don't have better luck on that, or the more doesn't fall off that. As far as the Adventurers Guild, I don't have any reason to go over there, so I don't think I will. But, like I said, I went ahead and got all the way to the bottom here. So we'll go ahead and go down to 110, 111, and start doing some cleanup here. And if I had planned my day a little better here, I probably would have gone ahead and put the pickaxe at the blacksmith to get it upgraded already. I'm kind of wanting to keep some of that money for that house upgrade since a pickaxe really isn't a dire need right now. Well, this is a really empty level, not even some enemies. And they're making me work to get the ladder. I don't even know what the luck was today. Maybe you can remind yourself in the video. There we go. So as far as quests though, I think there was one for Demetrius for some random easy item. George wanted a hot pepper one time. Don't know. Oh yeah, Demetrius wanted a melon. So luckily I had that. They were basically asking for all these either summer or spring items. I think they were all summer items, because it is summer. Alright, so I'm not going to spend too much time in the mine because I do need wood, and so spending my time in the mine isn't really going to help me that much. Not even sure why I walked all the way up there. Like I said, I should have organized my day today so that I could provide the most content and information. But I'm going to go ahead and close the chicken coop so they can get some good rest undisturbed. And then you'll see a couple of taps on here, some of this. I kind of want to tap some more of them. So let's see. I already got one of those. So let's look at maybe chopping this one down. Because a lot of the stuff I'm waiting to make is actually requires these trees. Or requires the sap from the trees, or the products from them, which they take a while to actually produce. So. Alright, can't really see, there we go. we're just going to burn out as much energy as we can. And I should be able to actually chop down these logs, yeah. Or even the big logs. That'll give me hardwood though. And hardwood, while good, is not something I need right now. At least as far as I know. So anyway, put away all this stuff and get ready for bed for the day. And then we'll start a new day. And I'll go ahead and zoom ahead a little bit unless there is something that I want to show you. And we'll get directly to the moon, dance of the moon, jellyfish, whatever. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and zoom ahead here. So we've zoomed ahead a few hours, not really that much, and we're at the edge of the forest here. Already got a rare seed from the lovely lady there. Since we have an upgraded axe though, it looks like we can go ahead and chop our way through this little path, which gets us hardwood. So in this path we have the secret forest, I guess it would be, where you can pretty much farm the hardwood. Not something that we need in dire need right now, but it is something we can do. They do have slimes here, sometimes have mushrooms, and they do have their own pond to fish from. Obviously these slimes are not that hard. They do have this mysterious statue as well, who is still searching for sweetest taste. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of fishing with this improved rod in this nice little pool. Whoop! I completely missed it because I hit the wrong button. Try to target this. There we go. And we got some glasses. These must have been my grandpa's. Finally we get a fish. So if you compare this to the previous one, you'll probably notice, I don't know if you will notice, but you'll probably notice a little bit of an increase in the overall bar size. And this is a good fishing spot that it actually increases or decreases the time that it takes to catch something, or something to bite really. And of course we're getting all carps right now. That's not what I wanted. Oop. Now I'm just messing it up completely. There we go. This is probably the worst luck I've had at this pond. And it may just be because I don't have the required skill to get bites. There we go. So we also get the treasure, which conveniently is some bait. Add that to my rod and continue. I think all these bubbles are being caused by the trash that's underneath. Now in order to get the treasure, obviously you need to catch the fish. So it doesn't matter if you miss the fish. Wood skipped, that's good. That means that we can hand that in to the community center. And the only reason I'm continuing to fish is one, because we have time, and two, because there is this fishing spot here. But that's pretty much all as far as the secret forest. There is a sort of secret area where you can go and get more hardwood. But other than that, the secret forest is fairly small. Ah, another wood skip. Alright, so we're just waiting outside, and it looks like the dance of the moonlight jellies has begun. Alright, hello. Ah, here we are. Here's some lights. So again, I just tend to go ahead and talk to everybody. If you want to see what they're saying, feel free to pause it for a second. But obviously, it's not something that's super important. And there's nothing you can really do as far as tools while you're in an event, which isn't a big deal. I might go ahead and skip talking to everybody though, because really there's nothing to get from it. So we'll go ahead and start this wonderful event, which I thought was pretty cool the first time I actually watched it. And if to ever see something like this in person, that would be pretty freaking cool, I would think. And in my other game, I actually ended up putting crab pots in the way, so some of this looked a little odd with them swimming through the crab pots. Yep. And then you will notice, obviously, there's baby jellyfish for the young ones. There's one on the left and one on the right of that baby jellyfish. So then you have all the regular jellyfish, some baby on the bottom of the screen, and then you have this special one that swims up right up to you, which is pretty cool. Sort of singling you out, I guess, as yes, you are special, you know, kind of thing. Or maybe it's just Grandpa, you know, showing up as jelly or something. So the glow of summer is faded now, and the moonlight jellies carry on towards the great unknown. So with that, that is pretty much the end of summer. Yep, it is the 28th, so it is the end of summer. I'm going to go ahead and close down the coop farm. And eventually the idea is to get a path all the way out here, and it would actually be kind of cool if you could actually get sort of a running speed bonus from paths. I know that would be helpful for those people that have pretty much pathed out their entire farm, except for the areas they're growing things. But it would be like an extra bonus. I did catch just like one fish while I was waiting there at the entrance, but it's a bream, so no luck as far as ones I might need. Oop, too many. Just keep that over there. Pop some things in our recycling bin. And those are really helpful for the CDs because they refine to that refined quartz, but you can go ahead and cook the refined quartz, which I actually didn't know until I was told. So go ahead and pass out. Got a bonus in farming, which means we get a loom. Looms will be good for either bunnies or sheep, which won't actually be happening for a while. So, got us boosted back up a little bit. Basically just made back the money that I had spent that day. And then we'll check everything. I don't need a weather report because I'm not planning on... Oh, look, it's going to rain anyway. I'm not planning on upgrading the can anytime soon. And good humor for the spirits. Living off the land tells us to do sunflowers. It is the first of fall, so that means that we have a lot of work to do. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is make sure I clear out all this stuff. Which that isn't going to help, is it? Neither is that. So let's get the scythe out. And the watering can, because, you know, we're going to need it. So some of these items will remain because they are corn. And corn will survive, as well as the ancient fruit. It will survive from one season, or from summer to fall. I planted a lot of corn, it looks like. So we do have quality sprinklers set up. I'm going to go ahead and pick these up, and they do have foundations, which will help them stay if I accidentally hoe the ground with them on it or anything like that. Picking up these crappy sprinklers and the other quality sprinklers. Let's see. So we want one right here. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Oops, not that one. Right there. And I actually didn't even know that that was a thing, really, until recently. It's what you get whenever you start watching YouTube videos and things like that of other people playing. You start getting a lot of these tips, which is pretty cool. Now, one thing I did forget is I forgot to put down a bit of a foundation. Now, I'm not generally going to use the middle area either because it's not going to be watered by anything, except me if I do happen to do it. I'm going to go ahead and pick these up so I can put them right in the selling bin. Oop. And put some more hot peppers in. Hot peppers are just easiest to do besides blueberries because there's a lot of them. They grow fast. Let's go ahead and toss that out. And even though we have crappy sprinklers, it's sometimes a good idea to keep the sprinklers because you might be needing them later. And I really am regretting the planting this crop right here, so I'm going to go ahead and pop that out. So I can put a sprinkler there. Now, as far as foundations, I've been using the cobblestone because it's cheap, it's simple, you don't really need anything fancy. We're going to place one right here. I think this one still needs one too, yep. This one right there, one right here, one right here, one right here. So that should be enough to get us started. We can go with another one as well, downward, if we need to, or if we want to expand later on. But that's just a lot of work. Which really, as long as you're doing a lot of, the watering's being done automatically, it's not that bad. But as you can tell, I've already run out of sprinklers. So let's see if we can make maybe one more so that we don't have to work as hard. Iron and copper. Pretty easy. Is that all it took? Iron and copper? Nope, that's the regular one. So the quality one takes iron, gold, and refined quartz. So no copper for me. Gold, refined quartz. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is also needed if I want to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and gold. So we can go ahead and do enough to get another layer at least, which is good. Bigger farms are good. I don't know if I'll be able to afford all the seeds, but we'll try it out. And then I'm going to leave that in the middle because I'm not going to be using that area. We're obviously going to need some more of these spots though. Alright. So that's a basic setup. We are going to need seeds obviously. And I don't think any of the part of the farm is going to need extra sprinklers, so I'm going to put these away as well. And put the stone away, coal, refined quartz. Pop in a couple of these, because all it's going to give me is wood, but desperate times I guess calls for desperate measures for wood. So let's go ahead and... Oop, I forgot I didn't upgrade it quite as much as I thought. Alright, so we're pretty much all set up as far as that. So I will put down a little bit of fertilizer just to get it started. And then I need to let the chickens out and examine the damage on the crazy farm. Doesn't look like I need any extra hay. Looks like we have some produce over here though. Let's go ahead and let these guys out. If they'll come out. Maybe not. They won't come out while you're in, but they will come out eventually. And if you're too late in the day, they will come out, but they'll still eat the inside stuff. So just cleaning up some of the leftover stuff there. And then we're going to pick up some more mushrooms. So we got some pine tar, which I don't believe is the one I needed. I'll look at that in a minute here. So a few of these items require stuff. The loom requires pine tar, which the loom isn't something I need. Let's see. Cheese presses is something I'll eventually need, but not right now. And it doesn't require any of those items. Let's see. There's the beehive. That requires maple, so that is one that I was looking at. Don't really need a slime egg press because we don't have a dungeon for slimes. Don't think there's anything else that I remember that we would need something special or one of those oils. So yeah, I believe it's just the beehive with the maple. Makes it a little harder to get because I know they changed that more recently. Go ahead and make some mayonnaise. Dump what I have. So I'll go ahead and go to the town. I'll zoom ahead and see what seeds we can get for the summer right after I clean up this inventory. Alright, so we went ahead and stopped by the bulletin board and we are actually able to pick up a few items on the way. Looks like Clint is requesting a hazelnut, which Clint is the blacksmith, and I actually picked up 2 hazelnuts. So, and some wild plums. So I'm probably going to go ahead and drop some off as soon as I'm done here. Drop some of those off at the community center. Let's see, I'll need at least 32 of these. Oops. 8, 16, yeah, 32. I guess I'll have one extra. No big deal. And then corn is a reoccurring one. We'll do 15 of it just to balance it out. We do need yams. And eggplant, I believe, is the other one. And then I do need wheat as well. I think that's a short-term one. Cranberry seeds are almost a must. God, I'm really running out of money here, aren't I? Like I said, it's hard to... 6, 7, 8. Wow. So many choices. But that's pretty much all the money, so I'm going to go ahead and... because I need some money to crack open some of these items later on. So I'm going to go to Clint first because it's already 2:50 and he closes in an hour. And then we'll shoot up to the community center. Alright, first let's give him the hazelnut. So we do have a go for achievement, which is basically means that we've done a lot of quests. So he likes that. I'm going to process some geodes using some of the money he gave. I think that's a new item. Not really sure. Double check. I think that's a new item as well. That's not a new item, I don't believe. So we'll see what we can turn in. Treasure Trove Achievement. So the other items were not new, so we won't worry about it. Looks like we got a rare crow from it. Which eventually we'd probably need, but not anytime soon right now. We got it, the farm outlined enough to where we don't have to worry about it. But we might do some flowers, which I actually forgot to buy. Do some flowers. Which actually, I don't actually have any bees. I'm saying actually a lot though. I don't have any bees to use the flowers, so almost no purpose in making or putting the flowers out. What did I pick up? Some blackberries. I was like, wasn't grapes last season? So, let's see, the pantry is what I need here. Which eggplant, pumpkin, and yam is what I need. As far as turn-in, I'm actually going to need the crafts because that's where all the forging items go. Craft room. Fall forging will leave me, might as well put the blackberry in. Plum. And look at that, hazelnut. First day of fall and I already complete the bundle. So that'll give us fall seeds to fill in the holes where we need to. Exotic bundle just needs one of these, which, I just dropped off. Should probably fill that in as well. So I will go ahead and jump to the farm, do a little bit of the seed planting, watering, and then we'll jump back in here. Alright, so we're all finished with watering and planting and fertilizing, so it looks like a great crop is going to be there. I'm just going to dump some stuff off and see if I can go ahead and finish up the bundles that I was talking about before I completely slipped my mind, but I'll remember it just as soon as I get up there. So I will be right back. Alright, so we're back into the crafting room here, where foraging is done. So the exotic bundle is what we're finishing, and we're just waiting for one of these, which, since this one didn't have any particular use, well it did, but nothing we can use currently. Go ahead and drop that in and finish the bundle. And that doesn't finish the actual full thing, but does finish the bundle, which means we get Autumn's Bounty. Pretty tasty stuff. Kind of something you want to save for when you really need it, especially at the beginning. Otherwise, nothing too special. But that pretty much ends this day, and I will go ahead and leave the rest of this video to the next event in fall, or the next time we catch up. Probably be on the same episode, that way we're not spreading it out. And the idea is that I don't want to bore you with too much of the regular stuff, but we'll probably meet back around the Stardew Valley Fair, see how much we can get done there, and that's a lot of events going on there, so that'll be fun. And then the Spirit's Eve, which is also a little bit of fun. So maybe we'll get it all done in one episode for fall. Otherwise I'll be keeping busy, pumping out as much as I can as far as money, and getting quests done, completing items, and so forth. So until then though, I will go ahead and let you go. If it is a new episode, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for joining me. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do whatever you need to do to catch the next one. But until then, have a great one, and let me know what you think, what you'd like to see, and any other tips. Have a good one.